Right, so found in iOS code is references to a new AirPods case, but also a new AirPods model in the works. And so let's delve into what this could be. So yes, according to Aaron P613, they tell us iOS 16 has references to new AirPods with the model number A3048 and a new AirPods case with the model A2968. Now this mysterious AirPods case is likely to be a Type-C version of the AirPods Pro 2 case, since of course, quote did tell us that once we see the iPhone 15 release, we could see the complete AirPods range get updated with Type-C. So yeah, this does line up with that, though it's interesting there is references to only one AirPods case, since I do also expect AirPods 3 to get updated with a Type-C port, and so it's interesting there's only one case mentioned. However, that brings us on to the other part of this report, the new AirPods in the works. Now this is surprising news because I believe Gurman told us there would be no new AirPods releases in 2023, but it seems Apple has other plans. But of course the code gives us no details regarding which AirPods model these are going to be. Because ultimately I see there being three types of new AirPods that could possibly release. The first most likely scenario are new pair of AirPods Max. We saw the last version release in 2020, and generally Apple updates their AirPods every 3 years, and so it's time for a refresh, and Apple does need to give this a ton of the features AirPods Pro 2 got, like the ANC and transparency improvements, and also the H2 chip. And so yes, we could see new pairs of AirPods Max with the Type-C port and these other upgrades. The second scenario is Apple releasing AirPods Lite. So Jeff Poo told us about this a few weeks back, but essentially to be more price aggressive with AirPods, Apple could launch a new lower tier model that offers the bare bones experience. But I'll be honest guys, I don't see the point in Apple doing this because AirPods 2 exist, they still sell this, and that already offers the bare bones experience. And so what exactly can Apple get rid of with AirPods Pro 2 that makes it even more bare bones? I think it makes much more sense to just lower the price of AirPods 2 because they've been selling that for years, and so they can easily make this $99. And yeah, $99 for this would basically be what AirPods Lite would be. So yes, releasing a new version of AirPods that's focused on being cheap is kind of pointless when Apple already sells a very cheap pair of AirPods that can go down in price. And by the way, would like to remind you guys, like this video and subscribe for more content like this, it would be appreciated. And so the third and final scenario that could be the case is Apple releasing a new version of the regular AirPods. Now this would kind of go against what Apple's been doing in the past, since as I said, Apple generally updates AirPods every 3 years, but maybe because AirPods 3 have been a slow seller for the most part, they want to release AirPods 4 sooner that has better features. So that would mean the H2 chip, Apple Watch charging support with the case, maybe the speaker function too, and also better sound quality. Those would be nice. But I think the big reason why Apple could potentially give us a new version of the regular AirPods is to lower the price of these, because I think these are a little too expensive. Maybe $150 or $140 for these would make sense, and then $99 for the regular AirPods 2, that would be perfect, and I think both these AirPods would be a lot more enticing at those price points. Then again, you could argue that Apple wants you to buy AirPods Pro 2 instead, because the Pro does generate them more cash, and so yeah, maybe these mysterious new AirPods are just new Maxes. I guess we'll see what ends up being the case in the near future, but tell me in the comments guys your thoughts regarding this report. Anyways, let's delve into your questions. So David Bailey says, I want to buy an iMac but I'm waiting for the March event to review a new one. I would hate to buy a refurbished one and then boop, new iMac. No one really knows. March, September, October next year. I sold my old M1 Mac Mini and I'm ready for an iMac with new colors and M3. So yes, unfortunately, unlike iPhones, Macs kinda have a release schedule that's all over the place. For example, no one expected new MacBooks to drop in Jan, but that was the case. And so yes, I'm hoping in the future there is a more consistent release schedule for the Macs, so that you know every October you can expect new Macs to release. However, Gurman's pretty credible and he says we should see a late 2023 release, so if you can wait, we might see this iMac at some sort of October/November event, or maybe a press release around that time instead. So William says, I think Apple may get rid of the 14 Plus since no one is buying it. Instead, they have the 15 by itself, and it would be in between the regular and plus size at around 6.4 inches. This would mean there is room for a model above the 15 Pro Max in the range, which would be the 15 Ultra. I also think regarding USB-C on the iPhone, they could possibly make it a Pro or even Ultra exclusive until the legislation comes into place. So regarding your first point, I think that yes, there is a chance the 14 Plus could be killed off. However, it seems Apple does like to give new models another chance for survival, because we did see the 13 mini get released, even though the 12 mini was a massive flop. And so considering we have heard about the 15 Plus, I do think it's going to stay around for another year. But of course, your idea of one regular model being 6.4 inches, essentially what Apple's doing with the iPhone 11 and 10R, would be perfect. I think that makes a ton of sense. There should only really be one regular size, so I'm down for that change. However, regarding the idea of there being 3 Pro models, I think that would be too convoluted. I don't think we need a Pro Max and an Ultra in the range, since most wanting the bigger size also want the best features, and so replace the Pro Max with the Ultra. Since if anything, Apple has probably now learnt that hey, we don't need as many iPhone models in the range, just offer a basic regular size and then 2 Pro models, and that would be more than fine for most consumers. We don't need another size option. So Fred says, I have not used a Mac since 2017 and I would have definitely bought the 12-inch MacBook. Guess I'll just never buy a laptop or desktop again and stick with my M2 iPad Pro. Now this is exactly why the 12-inch MacBook should return, because yes, we have iPads, but they're more restricted with their UI, so for those who want a compact laptop experience, offering a 12-inch MacBook would be nice. You have the much more versatile macOS, and of course a more portable laptop for those coming from iPads. And so yeah, please Apple, do revive this in the near future. So Slow Cuba says a 15-inch M2 or later MacBook Air would be the perfect laptop for me, maybe coupled with an M3 Ultra Mac Studio, but I think since I've already sunk the money into my M1 Mac Mini and M1 Max MacBook Pro, still making payments there, I'll struggle on with what I have. Thanks for the vids. News about the 15-inch Air is welcome, and it will almost certainly be the laptop I'm most likely to buy in the future. And yes, a MacBook Air 15-inch coupled with, of course, a powerful desktop like the Mac Studio would be perfect. For me anyways, the base chips are more than fine for my use. I've yet to max out the M1 chip, and that's why I've wanted a MacBook Air 15-inch, because I do like the bigger size of the 16-inch, but I don't need the extra performance and all the other bells and whistles. I just want the screen size and the base M2 chip. And yeah, I'm very sure this will sell very well. Anyways, thank you for watching guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one.